Start with, we are discussing about DeFi, whether it's dead or not. And one of the kind of criticism against DeFi is that basically all the regulation that's coming up is going to basically kill it, and kind of suffocate it and everything. So what do you think about that?
I'll give you something spicy to start. It's right. It's unregulatable. Proper DeFi, properly made, we're talking about an immutable protocol on the Ethereum mainnet. Go try your luck at it, whatever regulator you are. Okay, go try to stop Uniswap V2. Go try to prevent LUSD from existing. Well, short story, you can't. Nobody can shut down the contract. Your only way is to be really key on the Ethereum network. And I'm confident they won't succeed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we're talking about DeFi because more broadly is like now we have this thing on-chain finance, which includes true DeFi, like immutable protocols running on chain that are completely unstoppable, but increasingly includes bringing tokenized real-world assets and other things on, other types of assets on chain. And I think that side of what people call DeFi, more on-chain finance, definitely will probably have some regulations around it as time goes on. In the US, it doesn't really seem like they really know what they're doing. There's just absolute chaos right now. So I don't think they're going to be successful in their attempts to even regulate the on-chain finance side of things, let alone the DeFi side of things, which they definitely have no chance doing. But yeah, I think in the EU, I think there's been some fairly sort of positive steps on the on-chain finance side of things, attempts to regulate stablecoins and how people are storing assets and bringing more transparency to that side of the market. I think through MiCA has been quite positive. It looks like the EU trying to regulate DeFi. I think there was a plan to release a report on that by the end of 2024, and it doesn't look like that's coming. So I think it's being down prioritized at the EU level. So certainly in the UK as well, there's been some positive steps to regulate things like stablecoins as well. But again, it seems like DeFi as a sort of broader industry has been down prioritized. So I don't think we'll see massive changes anytime soon, and certainly nothing that's going to come and kill DeFi.
I kind of disagree with Brice, to be honest. We saw what happened with Tornado. There is a developer that's, I think, still in jail for publishing open source software, which scared a lot of people. Like, people wouldn't vote on Snapshot, which basically is it's a server, right? It doesn't actually control contracts at all, and people were still afraid to participate because they were afraid that they might be seen as an influencing force over whatever protocol, and might end up getting served a subpoena from the US government. So I think if there was that intent, it would be pursued to an extent which would make this industry not such a viable path for growth for so many people. But thankfully, there is enough value to be created, and there are enough big organizations realizing that value. So that would probably temper this hardline regulation.
You can put anyone in jail. Like, you can go put Aiden in jail. Uniswap still runs. He has no control over the contract, no permission. The contract is unstoppable. You can put the
next Aiden.
Yes, that's right. That could be a deterrent, but it can be killed. It can be the future of it can be minimized. Yeah. But even then, you would just push people into regulatory arbitrage. Okay, US go crazy on crypto. People are not going to launch a protocol from, I don't know, the British Virgin Islands or wherever they want to go. There's always way to address this. But to go on your point, Michael, there is definitely a spectrum of DeFi, and very, very few protocols actually qualify for this golden status. That's actually a question we spent, because it's a big problem. We spent a year working on at the collective, because our mission, as I was saying earlier, is help the most decentralized protocol. Okay, but what is most decentralized? We need a way, because we're actually allocating resources, money, and concrete stuff to them. So we need a way to defend that we see such protocol as decentralized. So it took us a year, but we actually built a framework very similar to L2Bit, for those who know it, for layer 2s, except it's for decentralization status of protocol. So we look at it in 5 axes, and we come with an overall grade and subgrade per axis. And so far, we have a very, very few amount of protocol qualifying for stage 2. There is about 10 to 12 total in my rough estimation live on mainnet that could qualify as stage 2 to give you an idea of the state of the balance.